Hey Plant Gang, excited this morning to tell you a little bit about Geranium Gerwat. The trademark name is Rozanne. A lot of times on my plant ID list I just put Geranium Rozanne because this plant really is known as Rozanne cranesbill geranium. This is a perennial geranium. A lot of us are familiar with annual geraniums, but these are perennial geraniums and they're really wonderful in the landscape. This bluish purple flower really is present on this plant through most of the growing season, in particular in the spring, and then a resurgence again in the fall for us in the kind of mid-south area. We really love to show it off in long kind of swaths here as parts of mixed plantings. It is a great low-growing perennial plant for the home landscape. So Geranium Rozanne, the Rozanne cranesbill geranium, this is a herbaceous perennial, hardy from zones 5 through 8. Gets just 1 to 1.5 foot tall. Maybe a mature plant with all its blooms on it a little bit higher than that, but really just 1 to 1.5 foot tall, spreading out 1 to 2 foot wide. It is kind of a creeper in the landscape. Again, blooming, big flush in, say, late April, early May. Then you'll have sporadic blooms and then a nice another bloom typically in the fall part of the year for us here in East Tennessee. It does really benefit in the high part of summer from a light cutback, and then in the fall when it gets a little bit cool again, it will come roaring back. So overall, a circular leaf that's dissected quite strongly. But you really want to look out for these beautiful flowers. It's used in a lot of situations where it's mixed in with other herbaceous perennials. For me, I find it best in afternoon shade. It will be listed as a full sun or part shade plant, but I've been most successful with this plant when I've placed it in afternoon shade. Now this geranium in particular, you know, well-drained soil is really going to help this plant. Easily grown in average medium moisture soil. It is one of the more heat tolerant hardy geraniums that you can grow. I like it also in containers and window boxes. That's a great place to put this plant. Here's a landscape tip. Grow in rock gardens, cottage gardens, or part of a perennial border.